Hello guys, I hope you're having an amazing day. Today we're gonna cover the upcoming changes to the PvP in Battle for Azeroth. Overall the changes are pretty good. I mean, it's hard to make it worse than it was during Legion because, let's be honest guys, PvP in Legion wasn't that interesting. The item acquisition was boring, the sheet damage ruined all of the fun, and sure, balanced PvP sounds good on paper and it was something a lot of people asked for, but sometimes we just don't know what we really want until we get it. After all, we are playing an MMORPG, so we should feel some sort of progress. Now let's check out some of the changes. During Legion, we had two separate tabs for the talents, one for PvE/open world and another one for the PvP talents, but they decided to merge them into one tab in Battle for Azeroth. With the old PvP talents, you had 7 rows you could choose among, but as you can see, they scaled it down to 4 rows instead. You can still choose talents such as crowd control for your first row and a bucket of different talents for your next 3 rows, but I kinda feel like this system is a lot better. Now, before you tell me that I should learn how to count, the 5th icon at the bottom is the new Warmode feature, which we will talk about more later in the video. The prestige system we have is pretty simple. I mean, you do some PvP and you get some rewards, but the only downside is that your levels are bound to a character instead of them being bound to your account. And I know some of you have been complaining about this throughout Legion. Luckily, it seems like Blizzard heard you and this is being changed in Battle for Azeroth. So instead of your levels being bound to your character, they will now be bound to your account. This is a good thing because you can play on multiple characters and still progress towards the different rewards. And as far as I know, there isn't really a level cap, but the highest level that awards something is level 500. So naturally they added 2 additional rewards, a faction team pet for level 400 and an additional mount for level 500. Everything else will stay the same. So if you ever played Overwatch, you probably already know what the ranking system looks like, and the updates we're getting in Battle for Azeroth are pretty similar. The new ranking system will have brackets such as Challenger and Rival, which will allow us to better match the competitive gameplay that we have seen in Overwatch and StarCraft. So we are getting wider brackets, and this means that the loot distribution will be a bit different as well. Now, the way the system will work is that the eye levels of the item will increase in each of the brackets. So let's say that you achieve the Challenger rank, you will then have a chance to get loot that's equal to the normal rates. And the same goes for the rival rank, where you will have a chance to get heroic quality loot. But I also know that some of you might be a bit concerned about the wider brackets that we're getting, especially when it comes down to the gladiator rewards. But they said that they will still be using the old system to determine who gets the title and mount, so don't worry. Conquest points are making a comeback in Battle for Azeroth, but unfortunately it's not what you had hoped for. Basically, they are getting rid of the RNG by giving us a weekly conquest goal with a cap, but the weekly conquest gear is predetermined by Blizzard and the eye level you will get is determined by your rank. So if you have gladiator rating which is above 2400, you will receive a loot that's equal to mythic difficulty. So they aren't bringing back the vendors that a lot of us hoped for, but at least they are getting rid of some RNG. So how do you get conquest points? Well, you can get it through rated arenas, battlegrounds, unrated battlegrounds, epic battlegrounds, and open world activities. I kinda wish they would bring back the vendors so we can decide for ourselves what pieces of gear we want to buy instead of them deciding what pieces we're getting, but let me know in the comments below which system you prefer and why. Basically, Warmode is a replacement for PvP realms. Now, whenever you have Warmode activated, you will be paired into a shard with other players who have theirs activated as well. You might be asking, why would I turn it on and risk getting killed? Well, you will get a 10% bonus experience while leveling, so it's probably a good idea to activate it when Battle for Azeroth releases, because it should be pretty safe. I mean, the opposing faction will be busy leveling on their own island. Beside the 10% bonus experience, you'll also receive a 10% bonus to World Quest rewards and to Conquest points. In addition to all of these bonuses, you'll also be able to do bounties. Basically, if you kill enough people, you get a bounty on your head and the entire zone will be notified of your whereabouts. And if you manage to kill 10 enemies, you will get a 15% buff increase to your damage and healing done. I love the idea, and whoever suggested it during their meetings, you get an A+. But we are not done yet. We also have something called airdrops. They are pretty similar to the airdrops you might know from other games, where a box will fall down from above the skies and you have to fight against other players to be the last man standing and loot it. I can't wait to see what they do with this new feature because the possibilities are endless. Also, while you are doing all of these activities, you can work towards your Conqueror achievement by looting the airdrops, getting 1000 owner points throughout the zones, loot 10 bounties, and of course get your brand new mount. Earlier in the video I mentioned something called Epic Battlegrounds, and basically they are moving all 40 vs 40 battlegrounds over to this pool instead of the old one. Now this new type of battleground will have tougher NPCs and obviously better rewards as well. Unfortunately though, Strand of the Ancient is getting removed for the time being, but they promised that they would reintroduce all 40 vs 40 battlegrounds such as Isle of Conquest, Wintergrasp, Tall Barret, Ashran, and of course bring back Strand of the Ancients as well. I feel like this is something they should have done ages ago. I haven't played through Wintergrasp for years and I can't wait for it to be added to the pool, but let me know in the comments below which battleground you're mostly excited about. The Dueler'S Guild is a new feature in Battle for Azeroth, and it's somewhat similar to arenas where you can queue up and duel random players. There are also some sweet rewards attached to the mode that you can get by completing the achievement, and these are some of the things that makes me even more excited for the expansion because they are listening to the feedback. And who knows, we might even get a ranking system for duels one day. Hashtag solo queue. Another feature that's being added in Battle for Azeroth are the new island expeditions. Basically, you can queue up with 2 of your friends and explore uncharted islands in order to get Azerite to power up your Heart of Azeroth. There are multiple difficulties, but if you're watching this video, you're probably interested in PvP, and I'm happy to say that there is a PvP difficulty. Now, what are island expeditions? Well, they are pretty simple. You queue up and have to fight different NPCs and gather Azerite throughout the island. However, while you are collecting the resources, the opposite team will be doing the exact same thing, so you can imagine how great the PvP aspect of this feature is. Now to sum it up, we have a new talent system, a new prestige system that is account-wide and is being renamed to an owner system. The ranking system will be in brackets, and as a result we are getting a new way of obtaining gear by reaching the weekly conquest cap, so participation will matter a lot more than it did in the past. And oh yeah, I forgot to mention one more thing, you will be able to obtain the vicious mounts in a 2 vs 2 arena as well, which is about damn time. The PvP realms are getting removed and we're getting war modes instead. We're also getting new epic battlegrounds, Dueler'S Guild that a lot of people asked for, and of course island expeditions. So as you can see, there are tons of new features in Battle for Azeroth which I'm personally excited about. So please let me know in the comments below which ones you're mostly excited about yourself. So that's it for this video guys, I really hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, do me a favor and give the video a thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel so you don't miss out on future videos. Also make sure to join the Discord channel, and a huge thanks to my Patreons and to everybody else watching, I really appreciate it. And as always guys, remember to stay positive no matter what. See you next time.